live.
We're live. We are alive.
We might be live, but I am not alive.
You are too. You're talking. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Uh, or good night. I'm on my night shift schedule, so it's almost night time for me. Um, I got got together with Valerie and told her that I wanted to make a video about this claim that I put on USPS. Um, I had talked about it in the last video that I had filled out the claim information and the customer gave me some pictures to put on there. And so I was really surprised yesterday when I got a check in the mail. I didn't think it would be that quick, and maybe this is just a once in a lifetime deal, but hopefully it doesn't take that long for anybody. Um, I made the claim on the 22nd, and the check date is for the 24th, and I
Wow,
received it yesterday, which was the 27th. So
that's a
it was
pretty good turnaround.
it's really fast. I think it was really fast. And this was for a domestic claim, not international. I don't know how international claims work. I've never dealt with that. So this is just based on my experience with domestic. Um, you and I got a little information from the website, which I'm going to pass on to you guys just to let you know the basics of the claim. Um, you have to open the claim 60 days from the mail date um, of the original mail date. When you mail something to a buyer, if the package is messed up, really the buyer should open the claim. But this did not happen in my instance. The buyer opened a claim with PayPal, and so he sent the package back to me, and I made the claim. Um, so I guess it would work both ways, and then I refunded the buyer whenever I got the package.
So did he? Not to interrupt you, but did he pay for shipping there to him and back to you?
Yes, he
Okay.
yeah, because I don't know what happens with PayPal when they make a claim, but I don't think I don't think they get a like a label or anything sent to them through PayPal. Um, I was never notified of any label that was printed out that I paid for or anything like that. And all they did was hold the funds that the buyer paid me
For the item itself.
for the item. Yep. And that's all I received from USPS was a check for the item itself, never for, not anything for the shipping. So, but when you make a claim, when you're filling out the information, first of all, you have to have a account with USPS, which you should have anyways because you're ordering your boxes and envelopes and free shipping supplies through them anyways, right?
Yep, yep,
So
yep.
so you should have an account already. You have to have an account to file a claim. And so when you go on the website, it's going to tell you that you need a tracking number, that you need um, proof of value. You need, if you purchased any insurance, you need proof of that. If you use USPS priority mail, you get up to, you're covered for up to $100. That's with any priority mail. If you send it first class, it's not covered. Um, and then you need proof of damage, which is the pictures and stuff. On the website, it says that you'll need to provide an estimate of the repair cost from a reputable dealer. Well, I didn't have that, and they didn't say anything to me about anything getting an estimate. So I'm pretty sure that that's not, maybe that's with cases that are bigger items or more expensive items maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't ask me anything, about that. They said that they can also, to hang on to your package, because they may ask you to take it to the local post office so they can inspect it. And it says, please do not reship the package. So when my buyer shipped it to me, he really wasn't supposed to do that, but we kind of have to take care of our end of it, the way we know how. So I'm just going to try to screen share here. Um, what this page looks like. This is what the actual. Let's see if I can move this here. Can you see that, Valerie?
Yeah.
Do you see the top of the page?
Yes.
Okay. So that's what your page will look like, once you log into your account and you go over to help. And if you hover over help, you go down here to file a claim. And this is where it'll take you. Over here, I see there's international shipments too. So you go here for international claims too. Um, and then this is where it just tells you about, domestic claims, international claims, and then uninsured mail. And then it tells you everything that you need to have right here. And then you go down here to start an online claim. Do you see that, Valerie?
Yes.
Okay. And you just push on that, and that will take you to the claim form where you'll fill out your information. So you just need the tracking number, the proof of damage, and proof of value. Now, what I did for the proof of value is I went over to, um, PayPal, and I um, I basically just highlighted and posted onto a Word document, um, the just the buyer's name, how much he paid for the item, the tracking number, just that kind of information,
Mm-hmm.
and just the basic information, and then I posted it into a Word document and, sent that to as my proof of payment, or proof of payment to me.
Right.
You know, basically proof of value, how much it costs. Um, so I think that's all I have about that. So I was just really surprised about, how quick it got to me.
Yeah. That is a really good turnaround time because I've never done a claim, but I've heard from other people that it could take, 2 to 3 weeks. So,
Uh-huh.
and when you've lost, basically you've lost that item, you had to refund it. So that came out of your your money, your PayPal, and so that's like a loss to you until you're reimbursed from the USPS. So the
Right.
sooner they can get that done, the better. The better it is for you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's probably what they want, is to make sure that you have all the documents, you have everything that you need when you're doing that claim, and that makes the process go by so much. That's probably why it was so quick,
Yeah.
because you had everything you were supposed to have.
Right.
So that makes a lot of sense, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very good. Makes our life a little easier when things go smooth like that.
Right.
Because nobody wants to file a claim, but um, we have to do what we got to do, and shit happens, and
Yeah.
so
Definitely. And I'm sure that if, maybe if you do this over and over and over again, like, as like a scam or something, they probably put you more to the test of, um, having you take your stuff to the post office to have it inspected and all that jazz.
yeah,
But, if you have this happen rarely where, the USPS just beats up your package and things get broke every once in a while, you know.
yeah, that makes a big difference. Anything else you wanted to talk about?
I think I'm done. You go for it.
Okay, so um, I just wanted to, let people know that um, I kind of had an idea. An ideal is what I call it. And people say, oh, goodness, she's got an idea. Um, but maybe it would be more of a epiphany. So the other day I was talking to Sally and I said, it would be a good thing if you sold, say, 9 items, and the next day you're wondering, well, what should my goal be? What should how many things should I list? I would say your goal should be what you sold before. And I would think that would be um, a good goal. That way you can keep your numbers. You can refill those items basically that you sold.
Yeah,
So, and things happen, people have jobs, and you might not be able to get 9 items listed, but it's a goal. It doesn't mean that you work towards it, but it doesn't mean that you're going to get it every single time. And don't think of yourself as a failure because you don't get that full 9 listings. But if as long as you're working towards that, you get 5, 6, you know um, I think that's a good rule of thumb to work towards. And again, if you're listing every day, you should be getting sales every day. A lot of people say this is a slow time. I think it's to each person's. Maybe your accounts. Um, I don't know what I was trying to say with that, but anyway, you know, some people's accounts are slow. Some are um, doing well. My account's not. My store's been selling.
yeah, mine too.
I don't. I just, in a way, I understand. People on vacation. They're, they got the kids at home and they're busy. They're not on eBay as much. It's a random. But you have to think this is worldwide, so there's people buying at all times of the day and night. It's kind of like a smorgasbord type of thing. Everybody's doing it.
Right.
So I think the whole, my store is slow and not selling. Maybe you need to go in and, look at your listings and reevaluate maybe what you're selling, or how your keywords, your titles, so they can be seen. So,
Make sure you're doing plenty of, keeping what was my, I lost my words. Uh, Having activity on your page. Go in and change a listing. Just, change some words around or something on a title, or, you know, um, change the days that it runs for, or change the price. Just so that you can have just a little bit activity on your page, showing eBay that you're doing something with it.
mhm,
Or go in and look at your a couple of your buyers, go to their pages, save them as a seller, or save them as a, what is it, a seller you follow, or
yeah, you follow the seller.
yeah, you can follow them, and then go into their page if they're selling anything. Click, you know click watch on a couple of the things, or just go to random stuff and click watch, just so you can show eBay that you're doing stuff on your page. You don't have to be doing it as a seller. You can be doing it as a buyer too.
Hmm. Yep.
Just some sort of activity.
Hmm. Because they like to see that, that you're doing stuff on that site, and that shows. I think it bumps you up in the search.
Hmm.
If you have, the more activity you have, the higher you are in the search. But that also comes with, having a good title and good keywords, and to get you up higher on that list. So when somebody is looking for that item, you're first,
Hmm.
and that's where you want to be.
If your husband or if your wife has a separate eBay account, have them go on to their eBay account and look at your page, look at your store, and click like on a bunch of your, or click watch on a bunch of your stuff.
Hmm.
That right there, it works wonders. Actually, I've had major sales from just that happening. So
But yeah, I think having the activity on your account, just it it really does help your sales. And so if you're, suffering from that, there's several reasons why it could be. But instead of, saying, oh, eBay is it's got me on the, what do we say that it is, the blackout,
yeah,
or you know
blacklisted.
that may or may not be. There's mysteries to Cassini and all of that, but you can you can do things to get your activity up, and get your listing seen. Move some things around, and change your categories, and there's a lot of things that you can do. You don't always have to be listing. Just the activity um, is a good thing. But also, just remember, if it's not listed, it can't be sold. So you have to get those items listed so people can see them.
Right.
I have, as you can see, I have a quite a collection of items, and I've been considered. I've been called a lot of things, but
We won't talk about that.
but a hoarder. My husband says you're turning into a hoarder, but no, you can't. You're not a hoarder if you're selling. If you're selling items, he says, well, it doesn't look like you're selling items. Well, I am. I sell a few things here, a few things there. But gradually, and I don't know that this would ever actually go away. I just think I build onto it. As we all know, thrift stores is my weakness. But
Mine too.
it's just get to listing. If you're not listing, your things aren't moving. So just concentrate on that.
Yeah.
And the thing is if you have issues with listing or you need some um, ideas on keywords or thing, message me or Sally. We can give you some ideas on what to do and maybe something different that you can do. Of course, we're not the geniuses of eBay, but we work together and like I had a jacket that wasn't selling. I asked Sally, what can I do? And she gave me a couple of keywords. I put those in and I sold it.
I didn't even think about that.
So if we were giving commissions out,
Earn my check, bitch.
yeah. So, but we'll definitely try to help you as much as we can. And
Yep.
if your store is at a standstill, don't give up. You've worked too hard to get to this point. Don't just give up. It's not worth it just to give up. Just keep with it.
We like having fellow resellers, I mean, we're all in this game together and we need to uplift each other and figure out, the ins and outs of this business together. And it takes a lot of us to, pull information together to learn how to do this. It's not just one person, I'm sure there's been people that, they're like, oh, I'm not listening to anybody else, what they do. I'm not going to follow other people's instructions or, advice on how to do something. And I'm sure, they can do it just fine, but easier, it's easier to work together and figure out what works, what doesn't, and um, take advice from each other.
Yeah.
It's just a simpler job.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, is if maybe you've befriended a fellow reseller and you guys you may not live close to each other, but you talk and you talk about reselling. There's nothing wrong with getting together and doing that with a fellow reseller.
Yeah.
And of course, me and Sally, we could always use more friends. So if you feel like you need a buddy or somebody to hold you accountable, or hey, we're here. We could be your buddy.
My buddy. Oh god, now that song's gonna be in my head all day.
That's gonna be your lullaby this morning, huh?
Yeah, Lisa's not three blind mice. Inside joke, everybody. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
My mind is working crazily this morning.
That's good though. You get a lot of
Oh.
brainstorming ideas, and it's like it's working on its last leg, and it's time to start winding down and going to bed type of thing. It needs its rest. So this is one thing that I do every day. So I put a little post-it note, and you probably can't see it very well, but
Yeah, we can.
it says Tuesday money. and that's my listing count. So I put that on my computer, and then that's where I tally all my listings, and that way I can visually see what I've listed. So that's kind of an encourager. And then I'm a list person. I always make a list every morning. It sounds crazy, but even just the things that I know I need to do, I still put it on my list. So I've got 9 things on my list to do today. I'm going to be busy.
I,
But
I was
that's,
I was trying to read that.
oh,
List 2 hens.
no, items.
Oh, items. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I don't have my glasses on
I've
either,
seen
so
that. I was like, well, that's why.
go get jeans. Let's see.
I didn't realize I was going to be putting this on here, so I would have.
Something to ship. Get get ready to ship or ship.
Uh-huh.
List storage. List beach. List and list and list. And this is my list to list.
But, that's, even though I know that I need to do all of these things, I always put everything on my list. And that way it kind of keeps me um, kind of accountable. And, so I don't get off of, um, I don't go in the living room and, sit down and watch things when I know that I need to, I have a list to work on. So, and that's what I do. I make a list for everything. The things. So this is, July things, and I just, that's that's the way that I control the chaos.
Yeah.
It may not control it very well, but that's the way that I cope with.
Are you doing anything to get ready to go out of state?
Um, Listing, trying to list as much as I can up until the day that I leave. I'll be leaving to the airport about 11 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to try and get that morning. I'm going to try and get, some listing done as well. Um, I don't know how much I'll get done, but um, because I'm putting my store on vacation, um, I'm still going to have my items visible and people can still buy off of my store, but they're just going to have an extended handling time, 5 days. Um, and that way it'll give me a chance to get home and, get settled. And then the next morning I can, start kicking it in the ass
Yeah.
and start working again. But, you know, there's a good thing about having a spouse or a partner that can help. Um, my husband did that once and he probably will never do it again. Just because he wasn't very used to, doing the labels and doing the shipping. And it actually was a bad thing because I had ran a lot of auctions and they actually went off after I had left. So he had a lot to do. He
Yeah.
works a full-time job, and then to come home and have to take care of the dogs and the house and everything. That was a lot. And
Yeah.
and then for somebody that's not computer literate, even a little bit, um, he can run his smartphone, but that's about the extent of it. So it was just too it was too much stress for him.
Yeah.
So he's And that's okay. He told me he said that I needed to take a vacation. So, um, from eBay, even if it's just a couple of days. So that's what I'm going to do. And, hopefully everything will continue running like a well-oiled machine. And, you know, I'll still have sales and um, hopefully I'll have a lot to list when I get back.
Yeah.
But as far as preparing for that, that's about the only thing. Just listing, trying to get my listings up. Um, and that's about it.
Okay. Well, you have anything else?
Just that, remember to list.
List.
List, list,
Put it on
list,
your
list.
list to
Put it
list.
on your list to list. That's right.
I know that one thing that I want to start doing is, well, I've done it in the past, but write down everything that I've sold and how much I sold it for. And because usually I have stuff in my notebook that I've bought and how much I bought it for. And I'll usually just take that same notebook and write in what I sold um, per month.
Hmm.
But I haven't done that in the last couple of months, and so I missed some. So I need to do that again, and I also want to start keeping up on how much I'm listing a day or a week or whatever. Um, some way to either in my notebook or on a. I have a big, what is it called? It's a board that you can.
Like a dry erase board.
No, it's a tack board or
Okay, like a cork board.
cork board. Yeah,
Uh
I
huh.
want I want to start putting stuff on that. Keeping track of my listing and um, maybe do it per week or something. I'm not
Hmm.
sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'd like to start doing something like that just to keep track of how much I'm doing.
Hmm.
So,
Um, and this is something I was thinking about doing too. Is maybe journaling a little bit. Maybe in the morning when I come into my computer. I haven't done this, but um, maybe writing down my goals and just saying what I did the day before, how much I listed. Might not be a bad thing. And I'm sure that there's ways to do that on the computer. I'm sure there's like or even your phone. I'm sure there's a journaling app or something that you could get on. But I think it would be a good thing because you can go back and look and say, this is
Facebook
in you
notes.
Facebook notes.
Yeah, like it should be. I know that I think they still have it. But you go on there and you can journal, and then you can um, say whether or not it's private or public or whatever,
Uh-huh.
or just your friends, or you can put it private to where only you can see it.
I'll have to look at that because that would be a good thing to have. Um, I'm not a big um, because I like lists so much. I think
See you later.
I do pretty good as far as the like writing it down. So I think it makes it a little bit better. Like it's more of an affirmation, um, like a goal. So that's all I got, Sally.
Sorry, I had to mute myself because my dogs were being dorks
It's
like
okay.
normal.
I threw mine outside.
I throw mine outside too. My husband won't let me. But yeah, that's all I have too, I think, for today. We'll probably do another video sometime this week. I have 3 days off after tonight, so we'll probably do another video. If you have any certain topics that you want us to talk about, please let us know. We have a Facebook group, Thriftin' Bitches of Reselling, on Facebook, and same name on YouTube. So
Mhm.
let us know on our Facebook group. What you want us to talk about. We don't really have anything at this point in time to talk about, but we will figure something out.
Oh yeah, there's always stuff to talk about.
Hmm. We'll
But if
find it.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
So let us know, and always subscribe, thumbs up, and comment on this video, and let us know what you like about it or what you hate about it, and we'll see if we can't uh, do better or do worse. I don't know. I'm tired.
Well, we want to do better, Sally.
Yeah, yeah. So we appreciate you watching.
Yeah,
We
it's
have 40 subscribers. So, and our Facebook group is growing.
yes,
So happy for her.
yes.
Awesome. So, let us know if you need help with your eBay page or your store, and um, hit us up on Facebook about that too.
Yep. And you can private message me or Sally, anytime, or um, you could find us on Facebook and message us. Um, if we don't get your message right away, we'll get to it eventually, and we'll be happy to give any kind of suggestions, that we have, and try to get you going. And we've been down that road. Both
Oh
of us have been down that road, and we've, basically we had each other, and we encouraged each other and motivated, and we're still doing it. So, um,
we used to say that Cassini knew that we were sisters because one of us would be getting sales and the other one wouldn't, and then the other one would get sales and the other one wouldn't. So, but
yeah,
it's it's just something to get us along until we're both getting sales.
basically,
So
that's basically it.
we'll
Yeah,
figure it out together.
that's right.
So
That's right. All right. Well, everyone have a awesome day and lots of cha-chings.
yes.
And that's our favorite song. Is the cha-ching dance.
Oh no. She just shut off her camera. That's too funny. Oh, she's probably freaking out right now. I'm just gonna hang out here for a second and see if she comes back in. Uh, that's too funny. Valerie, where are you? There she is. Welcome back.
Yeah, I disappeared. I did my little disappearing act.
We're still live. I said, Valerie, where you at?
I'm back. I was like, oh shit.
All right, we are signing off. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you on our Facebook group.
Yep.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye now.